Hello again, my name is Reija and welcome to my YouTube channel called HeartPrintInk. And in this video I want to test a couple of drawing techniques that I found from the YouTube. This whole channel is for me to test and practice my my drawing skills again since my childhood. So sorry about this. I went through a couple of different YouTube channels and I wanted to practice with you these different basic practices that you can do with your drawing skills, and these are just something that I found, and I will now test these with you to just show you what kind of test I found from the YouTube, a drawing test or basic skill rehearsals, and then at the same time to show you my own skills and how these practices show my own skill levels. So first practice that I came up with, or I saw from YouTube, was one where you draw a dot, just a small dot, into the paper, and then you start practicing drawing the lines from that dot in all possible directions. And this is really good practice to practice using your hand, drawing lines into different directions. And it's really important to try to draw the lines straight from that small dot. As you can see, not all the lines are quite accurate, but this drawing, this practice will rehearse your own hand and will help you to draw. Afterwards this kind of horizontal drawings without the need to twist and turn your paper. So for example, here when you draw the lines in all possible directions, you will practice the line drawing in all possible directions. And for example, if you want to draw an eye, so you can draw it then on this way and then draw it backwards using the hand movements to all possible directions. So here we go. And same way you can then practice to draw these smaller lines without the need to actually better your drawing by twisting and turning your paper. So this is really good practice to to practice those lines or drawing the lines in all possible directions. To make it more accurate, you can either draw it so that you are doing the lines from the dot outward, or if you want to, you can do it so that you make the dot first and then you draw in the lines. As you can see, it's not so accurate. So this is really good practice for your hand to test how accurate your lines are. And this really helps you to also concentrate on your line strokes. All right, and then I saw this another practice that you can practice the spirals, drawing the spirals, and trying to keep the right kind of texture and lines while you are drawing these circular drawings. So in this practice that I saw on YouTube, you can use these other drawings that you have drawn already, and you can start from here and you can do the spiral using the help of these other lines. Or if you want to, you can draw the spiral by yourself and just testing how good your drawing is, how well your hand is drawing these circular movements. And as you can see, it's quite well, but I have to do it quite slowly. And then there was the practicing of different forms and shapes. So instead of doing just basic lines, you can practice to do different kind of shapes. And you can notice that usually you are drawing these in same kind of manners. So in a way, if you want to, you can do it other way around, trying to do different orders, these lines in different orders. So that also will practice your hand movements, and just testing these different forms, how you will do them in different order. You can see that I have been drawing in one particular way, which is more accurate drawing. But if you try to do it other way, you can see right away that it's not so easy to draw. And then one thing that is really good to test is drawing the circular balls. And usually it might be really challenging to draw a perfect round circle. As you can see, there is many times it's if the hand movement is not so accurate, you can end up with little faults on a full circle. But the quicker you do, the more mistakes you will become to do. So this is really good practice to practice different forms. For example, here in in I, you will need these round forms. So this way it's really good to practice these different shapes and different lines and drawing circular or triangle lines or whatever. So these are the really basic practices, and also these just the basic lines. This will help you afterwards to make, for example, different kind of shadings. So you can shade something using these kind of different lines. If you want to use these kind of shading technique. Then from these two-dimensional drawings, we can always practice three-dimensional drawings. And here you can try to make these two-dimensional boxes. For example, this two-dimensional box, you can make it three-dimensional using some extra lines. Same way the normal triangle shape, you can make it more three-dimensional, drawing the baseline a little bit round. And this is still two-dimensional, but if you want to make it three-dimensional, you can add some shading. So this makes the drawing look more three-dimensional. So with the shading, you can make these different shapes look more three-dimensional. And the shading will make a huge difference than when you are doing the other drawings too, because it will help you to bring out the different shapes or different lines from the face, for example, upward. So you can show them more. Like, for example, if I draw a face, like this, just a small sketch. By shadowing the face, you can see that you can make the face look more accurate, to give the face deeper dimensions. So you can shade the different areas of the face to make it look more like more natural. And same way here. So just testing these different ways of doing drawings, like practicing the shading with a round ball. Depends on where the light comes from. So for example, if we think that light comes from here, on this direction, usually then the shadows are here in the back side. And then of course, usually if your ball is in a flat form, there is usually an shadow here in backside. So these are really good practices just to practice your different skills and how to make this two-dimensional shape look more three-dimensional, so that it looks that it's really a ball, and it's a round one, and it looks more like a living thing. But those basic practices will really help you better your own skills, and you can practice this as long as you feel like it, or you can come back to these practices whenever you feel that you have some challenges to draw lines more accurate. And this way, when you are practicing these basic drawings, you will start to be more confident with your own drawing skills, and then you don't have to for example, if we think about the ball, you don't have to do it this way, trying to make the perfect round circle. Instead, you can start to draw the actual round circles at one try. But you can start to sketch the balls first, like this, and just when you feel that this ball has got enough round shape, then you can start to make those lines a little bit darker. But when you will advance with your drawings, you will see how this helps to make more quicker these different shapes, and it helps you to get out the different forms, to make different shapes and different lines. Just using your free hand and your drawing skills. So these were the really basic practices that you can practice with your drawing if you want to better your drawing skills and have more confidence with drawing the lines in your drawings. So just to become more confident with drawing different lines and shading, making the shadows show the actual lines of the face more accurate. So you can get a little bit like more 3D dimension into the drawings. Well, I hope you liked it, and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can subscribe into my channel to see more of these practices that I will just go through and test. And I just want to show you how my own development as a drawer will go forward. So I hope you enjoyed being here, and see you again in next time. Bye bye.